السلام عليكم. راح حل السؤال هاد إجانا بفاينل سمر 2026. فكرته كلها بالدي اوبريتور شيفتنج ثيرم، ما بعرف لو اسمه صح، بس المهم خلينا نبدأ نحل. أول شيء this is a second order non-homogeneous differential equation. It asked us to find the general solution or no, the solution to the IVP using Undetermined Coefficients method. So first we write the associated homogeneous differential equation. بعدين auxiliary equation تقدر تسوي factor ل 1r 3 equals 0, then r1 equals 0, r2 equals negative 3. معناته السوليوشنز y1 equals، تذكر انه ال y equals erx. ال r طلعت مرة عندك بزيرو، طبعا هون independent variable t فما فرقت كتير. المهم تطلع هي واحد. بعدين y2 equals e r2 which is negative 3t. فبس ال yc هو a linear combination of these two. So C1 multiplied by Y1 which is 1 plus C2 multiplied by Y2 E negative 3T. هلا نجي ل YP. خلصنا من YC نجي ل YP. YP عندك two YPs YP1 YP2. أنا بحب أكتبهم هيك YP عادية بصراحة، ما بحب أقسمهم لنصين، بس إنه بشتغل يعني كأنه اشتغلت نصين. المهم نشتغل على هي أول. راح تكتب الجنرال solution لهي البارت. طبعا مبدئيا أول شيء لأنه عندك E part لازم تشيك على قصة الألفا بلس بيتا I. فالألفا هي الأنجل تبع الإي، والبيتا هي المضروب الكوفيشنت المضروب في التريج فانكشن. فهون ما عندنا تريج فانكشن it's 0 I يعني البي equal 0. أما الألفا هي الانجل تبع الاي part is a negative 3 plus 0i it's negative 3. هلا نجي نطلع على السوليوشنز تبعت الاكسيلري equation. One of them is negative 3. So if you got negative 3 from this method of checking as a solution to the auxiliary equation, you have to multiply the general solution that you'll find here from this part by t, by the independent variable you got. So this appears once, so you multiply by t to the power of 1. If it appears twice, 2, thrice, 3. You get the idea. So first we write so we know that we have to multiply by t. Don't forget to multiply by t. Next we write this general solution to this. It's a it's a polynomial to the second order multiplied by e part. So we first write the polynomial general solution at squared plus bt plus c. Then you multiply by the e part. So e to the negative 3t. E to the negative 3t. But don't forget we have to multiply all of this by t. So let's do that. So let's see. Put this t. خلصنا من أول part. بعدين plus 1. So usually this is a constant, right? This is a constant, but we need to replace it with a general constant. Let's call it a. We used a, b, c. Let's call it d then. D. But then you notice that we have already a constant that took part of yc. So we have a dependent solution. So to avoid that, we multiply the d by t. Multiply the general solution of the 1 by t. Or if you think about it, this one is a polynomial, and every time you get a 0 as one of the solutions to the auxiliary equation, then you multiply by the number of t to the number of zeros you get from the auxiliary equation. So here we got 1 0, then it's t to the power of 1. You multiply the general by t to the power of 1. Anyways, we can simplify this yp we can like distribute this t. So this is at cubed plus bt squared plus ct multiplied by e to the negative 3t plus dt. Then, in order to use the matching coefficient thing, you have to find the first derivative and the second derivative to plug them in, and you match the coefficients, right? So you have to find the derivative, the first derivative for this, and the second derivative for this. This would take you like at least 20 minutes, at least, to solve this question fully. So instead, they wanted you in the exam to use something called the d operator shifting theorem, whatever. So let me introduce you to this. So first, d dx, we denote it as d capital. So if we want to find, let's say we have a function EAT times some function of t. Let's call it x of t. If we want to find the derivative for this, so d dx, but we said we need to denote it as d capital. This is the first derivative for this function. It's e to the at times some function of x, some function of t, sorry, x of t. So let's verify that we have the same thing, same exact thing, e to the at times some function of t. This is a polynomial of t times e to the negative 3t. So in order to find the nth derivative for this, it's e to the at times d plus a to the nth power times x times the function, the same function. So let's use this. So yp, the first derivative of yp is d, then you open a bracket or without a bracket, whatever you like, at cubed plus bt squared plus ct e to the negative 3t plus, let's derive this already, it's d, right? Next, we have to simplify this. In order to simplify it, you apply this. First, e to the at, so it's the same e to the negative 3t, then d plus a. You can ask yourself that what's a? You may ask yourself what's a? A is the power of this, so it's negative 3. So that's d plus negative 3, which is minus 3, to the nth. So this is the power of, or like the degree of the derivative you're taking. So this is the first derivative, so this is power 1. Times x of t, which is this. At cubed plus bt squared plus ct. And that's it, that's the derivative. Plus d. Now, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't call this d then. Let's call it A, B, C, D, E then. Let's call this E, to not confuse ourselves. So let's call this E. Well, our next step is to distribute. So yp prime is equal to the e to the negative 3t. Distribute this. Treat this as a regular polynomial. So distribute the d, and then distribute the negative 3. So plus d at cubed plus d bt squared plus d ct minus 3 at cubed minus 3 minus 3 bt squared minus 3 ct, and lastly plus e. Sorry, this is multiplication, not plus. This is multiplication. The e is multiplied by all of this, so this is multiply plus e. Okay, so e, and then I expanded this, I got this. So let's simplify it. Yp prime equals e to the negative 3t. What's the derivative? Because you know, this means the derivative. The derivative of what? Of this. What's the derivative of this? It's 3at squared plus 2bt plus c. 3at squared plus 2bt plus c minus, these are just normal stuff, like it's not the derivative, so minus 3bt squared minus 3ct plus e. So there you got it, that's the derivative. And if you want to take this one more time, because you need to find the second derivative, so again you use the d operator, so that's d. Well, you know, you can combine these two, but you have to combine like unknown coefficients, which I don't like, so just leave it as is. So we want to find again the derivative using the d operator of this part, of this. So I'll duplicate it, and the derivative of e is just 0, so plus 0. We apply the same thing here, apply the same rule. Yp double prime equals same e, so that's e negative 3t times d plus a. What's a here? It's the thing here, so d plus minus 3, so minus 3. Now what's the derivative? What's the power of the derivative we're taking? It's 1, so it's 1. And yeah, minus a times the function of t, so times this. So we duplicate it and we write it here. Next, same thing, we distribute this as we treat, as if we're treating this as a polynomial. So distribute, 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 you get the idea. So d 3at squared plus d 2bt plus dc, haha, dc, d 3at t cubed minus d 3bt squared minus d 3ct. Next you distribute the 3, so that's minus 9at squared minus 6bt minus 3c, so 3c plus 9at cubed plus 9bt squared plus 9ct. Whoa, let me check this one more time. Oops, second. Okay, everything seems right till now. So next, you simplify these d's. So what's the derivative of this? It's 6at. 6at, okay. Plus, derivative of this is 2b. Derivative of c is just like the derivative of a constant is 0. Derivative of this is minus 9at squared, minus 9at squared, correct, minus 6bt, correct, minus 3c minus 18at minus 6b Sorry, this was without the d operator. See, we end the d operator here. This is without the d operator, so write it normally. So minus 3c, correct? Minus 9at squared minus 6bt, and let me copy the rest. Like this. So we copy all of this. So again, let me check it. Okay, everything seems to be checked. Next, what you can do is you plug this here. So let me remove this. Imagine writing this, all of this in the exam. Plus 3 times the first derivative. What's the first derivative? This. Plus 3 times this. You have to put it in a parentheses because there's an e. Or you can distribute the 3, like, it's easy to distribute the 3. So plus 3e. What else? Equals t squared. Equals t squared. E to the negative 3t. E to the negative 3t plus 1, right? Yeah. Now, we can, let's match the coefficients. So here we have t squared times e to the 3t. So first you can see that everything in these parentheses are multiplied by e to the negative 3t. Same with this. The only thing that's not multiplied by e to the negative 3t is 3e. So this matches with the 1 that's on the right hand side. So 3e equals 1. So e is equal to 1 over 3. That's we're sure of. Okay. And next we need to look for t squared in somewhere in the parentheses. So t squared, let's look for t squared. We have negative 9a again. Here, I'll highlight them. Negative 9a plus 9b. Next, we have 3, but it's multiplied by 3, so you add plus 9a. Okay. We have this, but it's multiplied by 3, so minus 9b. Right? Mia. That's 9b. Okay. This is equal to what's the coefficient of this? It's 1. This is equals to 1. So you simplify. We have 9a minus 9a, 9b minus 9b. So negative 9a equals 1. A is equal to negative 1 over 9. And e is 1 over 3. So you continue matching. Let's look for t now. So let me remove these. Okay. 6t minus 6b minus 6b plus 9t. So that's 6a minus 6b minus 6b plus 9c. And then we have, I'll do this quickly, plus 3 times this is 6b and minus 9c equals 0 because we don't have any t's. Yeah, minus 9, yeah. So tick, and this is negative 6 over 9. minus 6b equals 0. So 6b is equal to negative 6 over 9. So b is equal to 9 times 6 is 30. Wait, what? Negative 6 over 9 divided by 9. A second. Okay, apparently b is equal to negative 1 over 9. I didn't check the answer, so I might be wrong, but let's see. So that's a, b, c is left, so let's use another color. So now 2b minus 3c minus 3c. So yeah, 2b minus 3c minus 3c plus 3c plus 3c, yeah, that's it, equals to 0. And we got AB, so that's negative 2 over 9 minus, sorry, this is Doug, so minus 3c equals 0. 3c equals negative 2 over 9, so c is equal to negative 2 over 9 divided by 3 is negative 2 over 27. So that's that. And yeah, we got A, B, C, and E. We changed this to E. So that's it. We got YP. So YP equals negative 1 over 9 t cubed. Let's get this down. So negative 1 over 9 t cubed plus or minus 1 over 9 t squared minus 2 over 27t e to the negative 3t, and e was 1 over 3t. Let me check. It's correct. Next, well, you guessed it. You combine all of this, so y capital T is equal to yc plus yp. So y capital T is yc, let's copy it, is all of this, which is pretty small, plus yp, plus this, plus this. So now you need to apply these conditions to find C1 and C2. So you apply them. So first, y at 0 is equal to negative 1. So we substitute 0 for t. So that's C1. 0, then this is 1. So plus C2. And if you substituted 0, you get 0, 0, 0. So that's 0 multiplied by e to the negative 3t plus 0. So that's C1 equals, or like, just leave it as is. Or maybe C1 equals, yeah, negative 1 minus C2, let's say, whatever. Hope this helps. And for the derivative, you have to apply again, because you need to derive this to use this. So yt equals, what's the derivative of c is 0, and this, the derivative of this is negative 3c2 e to the negative 3t. Okay, plus the derivative for this. We need to find the derivative for this. So again, we use the theorem again. Let's pull it from up. We use this. So it's equal to e to the negative 3t d minus 3 to the first power times this. So then you distribute, you get e to the negative 3t multiplied by d negative 1 over 9 t cubed minus d, or just take the derivative directly because we understand now. So negative 1 over 9 times 3 is negative 1 over 3 t squared minus 2 over 9 t minus 2 over 27 plus 3 over 9 is 1 over 3 t cubed plus 1 over 3t squared. Oops, I'm out of space. And 2 over 27 times 3 plus 2 over 9 t. Let me check it. Okay. You can simplify this with this, and yeah, you can simplify this with this, and that's it. So it's e to the negative 3t 1 over 3t cubed minus 2 over 27. That's the derivative of this. Wait, I'm lost here. Yeah, let's take this to the other side. So the derivative of this is this. Let's distribute مرة واحدة. So 1 over 3 t cubed e to the negative 3t minus 2 over 27 e to the negative 3t. So that's the derivative. Plus the derivative of this is 1 over 3. So that's the derivative of this. Fine. Next you apply this. So 2 equals, then you substitute 0 for t. So this is 1. So minus 3c2. This is 0. Minus 2 over 27. This is 1. Plus 1 over 3. So you can solve for c2. So 2 equals negative 3c2. If you add this, you get 7 over 27. Then 2 minus 7 over 27, you get 47 over 27 equals negative 3c2. Then you divide by 3, negative 3, sorry. So divide by negative 3, you get negative 47 over 81. And for c1, it's minus 1 minus c2. So it's negative 34 over 81. So the final answer will be, let me move all of this up by a few pixels. So it's y of t. Where's y of t? This is y of t. But we change the c1 and c2. We substitute their values. So c1 we got it by negative 34. and C2. So instead of this, we write negative 34 over 81, and instead of C2, negative 47 over 81 times e to the I times this. So this is the final answer. I understand it's very long. It took me full A4 page, and this is zoomed, by the way, so no way that it will fit in one A4. So Allah يعوضنا خير. That was question undetermined chapter 5 question from summer 2026 final exam. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new. For future students, please learn this, because it will save your mark. Please. مع السلامة.